Hey y'all, it's Uncle Dan again. This is after cutting the dangerous tree down. This pine tree behind me was the one that the dangerous tree was leaning on and hung up. It had some limbs like this, and then the pine tree was being hit, holding the tree up because it was leaning on like with the two limbs holding it. So anyway, I want to show you what it looked like down there after I've cut it, and I'm going to walk down the trunk of this pine tree here behind me. Is the one I actually cut down, and I'll show you where the beaver did the damage on the dangerous tree down there as well, near the water. So anyway, let's walk down this way, and I have to be careful of all these trip hazards, and get on this stump or this log. Careful to walk down this so I don't fall. I guess this tree was probably about a foot in diameter. Now this is the dangerous tree right here. This is where you see the top has broken off and has fallen right there. This tree, this limb here broke off of here because it's dry, and all this limb right here is something you got to watch out for when these trees are falling, because it can fall and hit you and seriously injure you, or even worse. So here's some others that's broke off. Here's a dead limb here, and it had some no leaves for a long time. So this is just how big it is. Clearly a foot in diameter at the base probably. And this pine tree was healthy. It was standing still straight. No problem there, but there's no way of removing this dangerous tree without taking the pine tree. I think it's the safest way to take it down. But these are both fairly large trees. I'm gonna get off of this log and show you. Now, this is where I cut a notch first. I'll show you this. This notch is the pine tree notch that I cut out on the side where I want it to fall. And then I do the back cut, and then I get out of the way and I run at a 45-degree angle, and this is my path. My path away from the falling tree to get behind this tree if I need to, and get to behind that other tree over here. It's at least 30 feet away, but my idea was to get away so I would not get struck by anything. If this falls and somehow bounces, this base here would bounce towards you. Of course, that could break your leg and hurt you in different ways. This is how long the tree was, the pine tree. Pretty good distance. I'm not sure. It's well over 50 feet easily. But I was no danger of hitting the pole or the power lines. I mean, I still had plenty of room on that end. And here to the right of it, of course, is again the dead tree. And I'm going to show you the base of it down here near the water. I have other trees that were also killed by beaver. Now, here's this oak tree. I removed it first before I prepared the pine tree, but this oak tree was also underneath the dead tree, and it was going, when I cut it up, it was going in that direction when I cut it down. It wasn't a very large tree, and I cut it up and had it for firewood in the future. But anyway, I'll walk down here and finally show you the stump of the dead tree. And this is what the beavers have done years ago. This is not wet or anything. It's all dried up because it's an old injury. Beaver just eaten all of the bark around the base, and even gotten into the woody portion of this trunk. And this kills the trees. Here's another one that's affected. I have some more over here. I gotta watch out so I don't fall in this water behind me. But look how this one, oh, I'll show you the distance. This is from the stump that way, and that's the path of the trees falling. I took a lot of trees out. I'm gonna do a video after this and show you what the trees look like and then before and after, but I took a lot of trees out, small trees, before I did any videos, to be able to have these fall in that gap between the larger trees. I'm gonna step over here and show you some other trees that have been affected by beaver. This is before we bought this property. We've been here a little over a year now, 13 months. We've owned this property for about 13 months. This is January 2021, and beaver damage. Now, I've had neighbors tell me that years ago they removed the beavers from this area. I don't know if they just relocated them or if they, completely eliminated the animal. But look at the damage. This is done by a beaver. This thing is probably a quarter of the way cut in to the base of this tree, and all the bark from about 2 foot up has been completely removed. There's some larger trees over here. All this is on my property and I might have to deal with every one of these, but beaver damage on a two tree, I guess 2 trunks on of a tree. Here's some more beaver damage. And I had a neighbor tell me that the beavers were also stopping up a culvert pipe over there, which I can't get a good view of it because I'd have to walk out in the water. But I would have to go, well, the beaver would go and plug up that culvert over there and would not allow this water to run underneath of the street or the road into the larger pond. So anyway, I've got more trees leaning and falling. You see them in the distance. There's several. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 large trees down. You can't tell from here, but this is what I'm going to be working on for some time now. It'll look nice, I think, when it's all done. But at least wanted to show you what this was like. Anyway, yep, this is where over time it just rotted and was falling and leaning over, and now it's been removed. So anyway, I want to show everybody my situation. I'm having a fun time. It's nice weather, it's good exercise, and I enjoy improving the landscape anyway. So anyway, take care, God bless, talk to you later, bye-bye.